let's click on credit card settings. If you want to allow credit card in your website, you can select yes and click on submit button, or if you want to show any message to the customer, then you can write down the message in the box. Also, if you do not want to allow customers by default to pay through credit card, then you can select no and click on update button. The credit card option will be enabled in your CFMS, but the customer need to contact you to allow him to pay through a credit card. Google checkout. In Google Merchant ID, you need to write down your merchant ID, then your Google Merchant key, and then the return URL. Also, you can write the description. For example, if you want to write that your transaction will be processed within 5 minutes, or your transaction will be processed in 10 minutes, then you can also show that message here. If you want to disable Google checkout, then you can select off and click on submit button. If you don't have a Google Merchant ID, the merchant key, then you cannot allow customer to pay through Google checkout. If you want to enable Google checkout, or if you want to disable Google checkout by default for all users, then you can do it from these two options. Now let's go to CRM Manager again. If you want to allow customers to pay through Money Bookers, then you can click on Money Booker settings, write down your Money Booker merchant ID and the merchant email address. Also, you can write down the description. For example, if you want to show the message that your transaction will take around 5 minutes or 10 minutes, then you can write down the message here in that box. And from enable disable option, you can enable or disable Money Booker in your website. If you want to disable, then you can select disable and click on update button. Once you click on disable and click on update button, then the customer will not be able to add funds using Money Booker account. If you want to enable it, then you can select enable and click on update button to allow customers to pay through Money Booker. Now let's go to CRM Manager again. You can define the DID rates from DID Rate Manager option. Let's click on DID Rate Manager. Now if you want to define setup monthly charges or per minute charges, let's check with the monthly charges. Select monthly charges from the box and click on modify button. Now in the prefix, you can write the country code or any particular area code. In the prefix box, you can write 1, like the country code, and in the vendor ID, you can write the vendor, the DIDX vendor ID, and from rate from, you can write, for example, let's write 707,234, and from the rate from, you can write like what will be the starting price for the DID number. For example, if you want to offer 0 to 5 monthly charges numbers in your CFMS, then you can write 0 to 5, and you want to offer, if you want to fix that price, then you can write down $6, or if you want to multiply original with, for example, if the monthly charges is $3, then you can multiply with 2 or 3 or whatever you want. Or if you want to add original with, for example, if the monthly charges is $5 per DID number on didx.net, then you can add $1 or $2 or $3 or $5 with that, and then multiply monthly rate with 12 in the annual box, and in the annual you can write 0, so the system will automatically multiply. System will check the original cost of the DID number, then it will add $5 with that cost. For example, if the monthly charges is $3, then it will add $5, then is equals to $8. Then $8 multiply with 12, it will be $96 annual price. So you can write 0, and the system will automatically multiply the monthly charges with annual charges with the 12 months, and then click on submit button. If you are defining US or Canada, then once you define the settings, then you need to select the country from here. The reason you need to select the country, because it will show you, for example, Like the US is starting from 1, the Canada starts from country code 1, Jamaica starts from country code 1. So once you define one country, then you need to select the country. These are the countries list which starts from 1. So you need to select country name, and then click on submit button. Now let's go to CRM Manager again, and let's click on call rate manager. If you want to define, or if you want to add any call rates for any particular country, for example, if you want to do for Afghanistan, then you can click add it. And you can write the race and the zone. Then, or if you want to add any new country code or description, then you can do it from this box. Like you can write the country code, description, call race, and then SMS race. And then zone, and then click on add code. Let's go to CRM Manager again. Similarly, if you want to do any changes in an SMS Rates Manager, then you can do it from the SMS Rate Manager box. Or if you want to send any email to all users, then you can click on Send Email to All Users. Then write your name and the password. And then write the subject of the email. Then select the DID. For example, if you want to send an email to any particular country numbers, then you can select the country from the box, and then write the text. You don't need to write dear sir or dear madam. It will show you by default the name of the customer. For example, dear ABC. You don't need to write anything in the starting. You just need to write you can write like starting, how are you, and all the tags, and then click on send message. Once you click on send message, then in the next 12 hours the email will be sent to all the users of your call forwarding service solution. Let's go to CRM Manager again. Now if you want to do, or if you want to define or modify HTTPS settings, for example, if you want to secure your website, or if you want to allow the website on without HTTPS, then you can do it from here. If you do not want HTTPS, then you can select HTTP and click on update button. So this is how the CRM settings works. Thank you.